How's it going, guys?
Man, this guitar sounds so good.
No sound?
I already fixed it. Sorry, boys.
What was it?
I don't know, because our default, I had to switch it from the default, which said Blackmagic Design, to the Blackmagic Design, so I don't know.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, we got to figure it out, though.
Did we miss all of our glorious,
probably about
glorious melodicness?
Probably about like 2/3.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, guys.
Not today, Luke. Not
Hold on.
today.
Let me just pull where. Oh, I don't have the loop messed up
It's
thing
okay.
anymore.
We
Sorry,
don't need
boys.
it goes without saying.
Yeah, it's fine. We're getting lost in it here.
Sad that we're at that point, but it goes without saying, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone. If it's working now, we're all good.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody?
How's it going?
Welcome to another Gear and Beer.
BB, is it fixed? Long time no see. Yeah, I was away for a couple weeks, and then I was here last week, but we had good buddy Joey on the stream, which is great.
Didn't need you.
No. Oh,
Great.
man. Yeah. Checking out some of his cool Novo guitars.
Oh, man, so cool.
That sick baritone. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just hanging out behind the scenes, just taking it all in.
Yeah.
Free Joey concert
Definitely.
for me.
I was catching up a little bit on life stuff just from getting back, so I didn't hang for too long. But yeah, you had the best seat in the whole house.
Totally.
If I sound sick today, it's because I am sick. So I apologize if I sound a little stuffy.
I'm getting over it. He's getting into it.
Yeah, I don't know if I got it from you or whoever. I got home and I got sick. So, but yeah, no, it's good to be
You
back.
be the first person I almost got sick. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
No, not almost. It's confirmed that you did get Paul Stanley sick.
It's never been confirmed. There's no way to confirm that. Zero way to confirm that.
I don't
It's
know,
like
man.
one of those like stupid jokes that will just always stay there for whatever reason.
It's not a joke.
It's not a joke. It actually happened.
Showed up to Winnipeg immediately after, got sick. I don't know, man.
Must have been Bo.
It's cold
must,
here, man.
Must have been Bo.
Could be a
Newfeld.
million things.
Out of anywhere he could have gone to and from between Winnipeg, it was Bo.
What's up, Robbie?
Anyways, yeah, it's good to be back. It's been a few weeks, so glad to be here. Yeah,
It's good to have you back in the shop too.
good to see everybody. Yeah, it's been nice to be back for sure. Yeah, testing.
Testing
I
all
don't
the
even
things I
want
built while
to.
you were away.
I honestly don't even want to guess how many amps I tested the past few days. Yeah, a lot.
I don't want to guess either.
Which is good because that means they're coming. Yeah, we're getting a whole
Yeah, they're coming out.
a whole
yeah.
bunch of stuff. Yeah, going out right now for Black Friday, which is why we're here. We do this every week. That's why we're here. But we're talking about the sale stuff and also mostly just answering questions about stuff because I feel like anytime we do a sale is when I get a lot of questions about specific products because that's when people are like
Do I know what they're buying?
maybe interested in something and kind of are ready to go on it. So this is more or less that. Like we're just going to go over how we use everything and hang out and try some stuff. There's some new guitars here I haven't tried. I haven't tried that yet.
Well, you're gonna love it.
What's the story? What is it? You know what this actually is?
I didn't know anything about it when we brought it in the other week.
Okay, I didn't know if that
So-
was a thing that Derek found where you were like, oh, I wanted that because you seem to like it.
No, I just like it because it's so weird.
It is quite weird.
I still don't know really much about it. I know it's the Theodore.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
Theodore, yeah.
What's the Ted McCarty? Is that his name?
Yeah, it's McCarty's like concept design.
Yeah, it was like a
that they-
long time design that he had that never got done. And
Okay.
Gibson decided to. I guess there's a couple models that he had like
Yep.
designed.
It's really interesting because it's like not really, I guess it's like a double cut kind of,
Yeah.
but it has the Explorer
They call it like the tulip
headstock.
shape or whatever.
Yeah, but it has the Explorer
Well,
headstock.
Yeah.
my dad
Yeah.
was here, and I was like, "Oh, did you see this?" And he was like, "Oh, that tulip-shaped guitar." I was like, "Oh yeah,"
I guess so, yeah. It's kind of floral looking,
but
Yeah.
Feels good though, man. I like
brown and woody and earthy and floral.
yeah. The story of how Derek got it was when we were at Guitar Fest at Sweetwater, across the hall from us was Gibson there,
Right,
and Derek was like weirdly in love with it.
right. It was that one that was there?
I think it was a
The-
red one
Okay.
that was there. That's not the exact one, but
No,
he was like
'cause
looking
picked-
for one.
He picked that up somewhere.
He picked it up on his way
On
back
the
from
road,
Nashville
yeah.
somewhere.
Derek liked it?
Yeah.
I think he did, yeah.
Okay, because he was making fun of me for liking it so much.
Oh, maybe it was one of those things that he liked because it was ugly and he just wanted to have it for that reason. I don't know
Yeah.
if he actually liked it, but he just liked what it represented.
Yeah,
Just
okay,
like a
yeah.
weird guitar. But it plays good. Like the neck feels like an
Plays
Explorer
really
neck.
good.
Yeah.
It feels awesome, man.
Yeah. Nice piece of mahogany by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'll let you play it later on for sure.
Yeah, we'll try it. Oh, you'll let me.
I'll let you, yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We'll try it out.
Hey, no problem, man.
Yeah.
Happy.
Happy to try it out. How is everyone doing? Yeah, it has been a minute on my end, so yeah, I'm catching up. I guess you guys might have been, here every week when I was not. But anybody pick up anything cool this week? What's everyone drinking this week? I'm on the Sultana Gold.
Drinking the
and
Coors
cough drops.
Banquet. Yeah.
Nice.
That's a good combination right there. Should be a
Tastes.
fun stream.
It's interesting in the mouth, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't gotten it yet, but I picked up one of the Ross pedals that went on sale the other day from like JHS.
Oh yeah.
They were
Okay,
doing-
so I
doing
saw
a
he
blowout
posted
sale?
he posted some video about that, and I didn't watch it. Did you?
Ross is no more.
Oh, they're not.
They-
JHS is not
yeah,
doing
they
it.
dropped-
JHS is no longer carrying them,
They
so
dropped the
they're
line, they blew them all out.
blowing them out. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so what did you grab?
I got the Fuzz.
Okay, cool. That was one of the ones that was quite sought after.
Yeah, it's like not an OG Ross pedal apparently. It's
It's like the JHS reissues of them.
yeah. Well, it's the Fuzz wasn't like in the like lineup either.
That's a
Okay.
JHS fuzz.
It's yeah.
Kinda
It's,
thing?
They put it under the line, but it's not actually like based on
Any of like the
any of
OG stuff.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's based on like some old custom amps, like custom with decay, that John Fogerty used. It looks like, and they had like weird distortion units in them, and it's based on like that
Cool.
distortion unit.
Nice. Well, you'll have to bring it in when you get it. It's
I
technology.
can't wait to. Yeah.
Yeah. I think what does Derek have? He has the flange. But he has like the actual old
The
ones.
phaser.
The Phase. Yeah.
Phaser. Right.
Yeah, we
Got
played
it.
it the other week. It's so cool, actually.
Yeah.
It's a really
I remember
cool
trying
sound
it and
phaser.
like we compared it to a couple other ones and it was like, dang, this thing is
Yeah,
actually
really unique
quite-
phase sound.
Yeah. Ross is done. Well, there you go. Well, anyways, speaking of all that, yeah, check out Derek's new page. We were just talking about how he picked that up in a shop. Derek's launched Let's Go to the Guitar Store, which is like, he's always like, that's his number one thing to do whenever he travels. That's his favorite thing to do. Regardless of what we do, he's always finding time for that. And he's just started posting all the cool stores he finds. And it's
Yeah, it's
cool.
pretty sick,
You
yeah.
do find some, like, he posted this thing, I don't know if it was yesterday or this morning, you know, just some guitar that some local guy built that was like, you know, you're never going to find stuff like that online or on Reverb. So there's like a certain magic to go into those types of shops. And,
Totally, yeah.
he goes to a lot of them. So yeah, go to follow. There's a QR right there. Check it out.
Also, yeah, hit that like button, subscribe if you don't already.
Mike says I've gone 2 weeks without a purchase. That's crazy. Like thinking about going, that's a lot of purchasing. I've gone like 6 months without a purchase, maybe even a year. 2 weeks without a purchase, but my new custom IEMs are this week. What did you get, Mike? I'm curious for IEMs. I had a
Oh,
couple-
nice, yeah.
I had a couple buddies that just picked up sets of 64 audio, which is like kind of the way to go. Creme de la creme, as Luke was gesturing. Great guys, great stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, me with my 215s.
nice. Yeah, he says as if he's tried them because they're molded. Yeah,
I've just heard.
yeah, they're fantastic. Pierre, doing good. Glad to hear, man. Got your G3 yesterday.
Nice,
got my
man, yeah.
G2. Awesome, man. Glad to hear you're enjoying that. Yeah, I think the D25 with the 2 new anniversary pedals, man. Like we were shooting some video yesterday. Manny and I were, and Dorian was in there, and I was just using the G3 with the D20, like the
Yeah.
5th anniversary G3 with the D25.
It's so good, yeah.
But also hooked up with an extension cab, and Dorian was just like, what is that? Like the new pedals definitely have like a certain magic to
Yeah,
them.
oh, yeah.
So we'll go through those too, because yeah,
Serious upgrade, man. Yeah.
we've finally spent some time with them now. Yeah, it's been, I guess, like a month and a bit, a couple months now. Like we've actually had time to sit with them now, because I feel like all the initial ones that we built just kind of got sent out, and now we spend time with them. Pacific Ears, they're an Australia brand. Awesome. Okay, I'll have to check those out. Obviously.
BB got a tilt boost, nice.
Nice. How are you enjoying it? I've been enjoying my tilt boost as well. I'm glad we have them back in stock. Yeah, it's still kind of the most useful pedal I think that I have. Kind of just stays on for.
I gotta get myself one
Yeah.
actually.
You have the OD though.
I have the tilt OD,
Right.
yeah, but it's something nice to have the
Yeah.
the boost.
Yeah.
Just to sneak it somewhere else in my chain, you know. Yeah.
It's like it's hard because like the drive side of the tilt OD is something that's different than what my amps do. So it's like nice to still have that,
Yeah.
but having the clip switch and the extra few dB of boost on the standalone
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
is really nice. So
Well, just the fact that you can like put it somewhere else instead of just right in front of like the OD.
yeah.
It's like yeah.
Awesome with the chat breaker. There you go. That's one of the classic combos.
Yeah.
Let's actually try that right now. What am I got going on here? So Bo's running through the D4. It's on sale, basically. That's for a couple days. And we are also doing some stuff with merch tonight. We will get into that in a little bit.
Oh, we are, nice.
But yeah, basically, any purchases during the stream, you'll get a free Gear and Beer shirt as well included. And if you go to the checkout there, you'll see it as a suggested add-on in the case. All you got to do is just add it in, and it'll comp it for the duration of the stream. If you're watching this in post, I apologize, but we do this type of stuff on the stream all the time, so it's
Yeah.
even more reason to come hang out and watch
Exactly,
this
yeah.
every Wednesday, because
Stay up late on a Wednesday and
you
watch
can
us.
win some stuff too if you want to do that. But here's some Newfoundland. What's up? In the half-hour time zone, 2.5 hours ahead of us, Scott. I think. Is it 2.5? Maybe 3.5.
I don't actually know.
I don't know. Yeah, Newfoundland might be 3.5 or 2.5. I don't know.
I've never been that far east. I don't actually know at all.
2.5?
2.5?
Yeah, because
Okay.
Nova Scotia I know is 2. I just didn't know how far it is, but yeah.
Mr. JW, you haven't
Yeah.
missed much yet. Don't worry.
Luke, that counter on the top must be wrong, eh? Sweet.
Oh, Mike, you're too kind, man.
Yeah, Restream's being weird today.
It is. It was doing some finicky stuff. So if there's any bugs, let us know, guys. Sorry about that. But Bo is my generator's maker. There you go. You created his tone.
Single-handedly
Huge
responsible.
talent, super great guy. I agree. Good to have you here, Bo.
You're too sweet,
Yeah,
Mike.
Bo cranks out those amps like it's nothing. I could not do it at the rate of speed and accuracy that you do it at.
Ah, come on.
Yeah, it's great.
It's literally all I know, so.
Major differences between the Dynamis D40 and the Generator G50. Quite a few.
A lot of difference.
Quite a
yeah.
few. So we can kind of show you sonically. I mean, I have them, like I don't have a G50 here, but I do have, so this actually, it looks like a revision A, but this is the first revision B that Dan made. So this is
Oh,
actually,
is it?
Yeah, this is the first one that he
Okay, yeah.
like kind of modded to do what we wanted to do.
I didn't know
So,
that.
so I'm playing through, the gold one. Yeah, so it is a revision B circuit. So I'm playing through that, and the G50, this has 34s in it. And the G50 is very similar to the third channel. So we'll kind of show you. But they are like a totally different platform.
Yeah.
The way I kind of like to describe it is if you're someone who likes to get a lot of the tone from the front end, like pedal going in, like stack pedals, gain stages, stuff like that. The D series is kind of more the thing for that. Like
Yeah.
like the D40 is 2-channel, and the second channel does have some dirt on it, but it still is more of like a vintage kind of drive.
Very much, yeah.
Voicing, like kind of like an American vintage type drive platform. So it does react really nicely to boosts and things of that nature. Bo's plugged in right now, so
Yeah,
I can
so-
show you that.
So this is channel 1, got
Yeah.
a little bit of boost, and the bright switch is on.
And there is
channel
like,
2, yeah.
So and there is also
So there- yeah.
the clean channel has a gain knob. That's another primary difference. Like the gain in the D40, like the D platform, is kind of more pushable, like kind of with the intent of breaking up the preamp section more and kind of rolling back.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas the clean, like on the generators, even though the G50 is only 3-channel versus the 4, the clean doesn't even have a gain knob because it's meant just to be like super clean,
Super pristine.
clean and compressed. Like the second channel kind of verges more on that type of gain stuff.
Yeah, again, yeah, more of a vintage kind of voicing, yeah. So channel 2, yeah, you can still got some hair to it, but still, yeah, it's not gonna do like what even the green channel on the generator does.
It's
like-
more of like a vintage voice, like even in the gain structure there. That sounds great. Nice.
I'm actually surprised, like how.
It can get there for
It
sure.
gets-
Well,
yeah, it
we
gets
got
pretty
humbuckers
low.
going too, right?
That's
Like,
true, yeah.
And then if you hit it with something like the tilt boost, that's when it starts to get more like, kind of martially, right? Yeah, like even though that's as hot as some of the tones on the generator, it still is more of that kind of like open kind of vintage gain sound,
Yeah.
where it's like more of the actual preamp overdriving and less like kind of like certain compression, but like I don't know, it's more like open and less like tight,
Yeah. I look at this as being more about like headroom, so I can like, yeah, hit it with more stuff in the front end.
Pierre says vintage would go with my age. That's funny. Nathan says got the tilt boost with a Mythos Olympus pedal. That's awesome. I love the Mythos pedals. Those are really, really nice. Sounds sick with the D25. Thanks, Nate. Thanks for the support. I believe the D40 is dual channel, mostly clean platform, and the G50 is multi-channel high gain. Yep. But the second channel, so I'll show you, again, I don't have the G50 right now, but I'll show you just because
yeah.
these are similar, like the generator amps have similar voices, right? Like obviously more preamp stages, a bit more saturation. Wattage does make like a perceivable difference in kind of the size of the tone, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
But the voices are quite similar. So versus what Bo is doing, this is the clean on the generator. Like very warm,
Yeah.
and more like compressed. I'm getting all stiffly now. Sorry, guys.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, much warmer. Like honestly, it is a great like jazz clean. Like if we were to put
definitely, yeah.
if we were to put out like a jazz amp, I'd almost say to base it more on the generator clean tone because
Yeah.
it's just like very
Just the blue
kind
channel?
of like just warm. What's up with me sounding like a phone?
Oh,
I'm,
no.
I'm really stuffed up, Devin. Sorry.
Oh, I assumed it was bad equipment, but yeah.
No,
maybe your voice,
I have a bit of a cold going on, so I apologize, dude. Unless there is static in conjunction with me having a cold, then that would make it probably sound even worse than it does.
Oh, it's literally just your voice.
Nice.
It's hard to EQ with.
Can you
Sorry,
dial
buddy.
the G50's purple channel to sound like the red channel?
The fat switch helps with that, yep.
Yeah.
This is the second channel versus what we were doing on the drive channel. And this is with, here's no aggression.
Yeah, just way tighter. Yeah.
Tighter, like the amount of gain is similar, but
Similar,
the
yeah.
voice is just different. And then the third channel, which is what the G50 would be, without any aggression or voicing switches. I usually like to run it in something like that.
Yeah.
Just like pretty meaty.
Pretty raunchy, dude.
If you wanted it to sound more like the red channel, I would say something like
Fat switch, yeah.
that. That'd be close, yeah. I mean, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna set the EQ a little closer. Yeah, close. Overall, it's still pretty tight, but the fat switch kind of helps with that, like, more sag, you know?
Yeah, totally, yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be close, but should send me one. That would be, I would love to do that if we could.
Ever just giving away, I'll take one too, actually.
Yeah. Anyways, that's kind of what you were asking about there, Pierre. Those are kind of the primary difference between all the voicings on the two different amps. Yeah. And then the red channel is kind of its own thing, which is a little saggier. Like usually I say, like if you're a 5150 guy, purple. If you're a recto guy, red. Even on my end, I like to like rhythm and lead just because the red is a bit saggier.
Yeah, I feel like you can definitely hear that in like the single note stuff, like the
Yeah.
more of that sag. Yeah. Whereas like purple channels like
Well, I usually would. Let's dial them similarly, just so it's a direct comparison. Yeah, the single note stuff is just warmer, like especially the delay on there. Yeah, nice and warm. Yeah, I can hear both of you just hear some shreds for like
oh
10
Ronnie,
seconds
come
each.
on, man.
Come on, Ronnie.
You know I can't tread, Ronnie.
Not for you. Ronnie
Yeah.
will just school us. We still need to get you down
I
here.
was just gonna say the same
Every
thing.
time I
Yeah.
see you on the stream, Ronnie, I'm going to say the same thing. We got to get you down here as soon as we can. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So as far as all the sales go, the generators, excluding the G50, are all $300 off. So the 120s or 100Ps or 100R. 100P, 100R is just purple or red channel. So the 100P is essentially like a big version of a
The G50,
G50,
yeah.
except the G50 is based on the Revision B circuit, which is the EL34 thing.
Yeah.
Okay, are you guys EL34 guys or 6L6 guys? And if you have a Revision B amp or a Revision A amp, have you put your own tubes in them? I'm always curious about that. because I find that I'm coming back to 6L6s again. And last time we talked about this, I was digging EL34s more. I think it's all just circumstantial, I guess. Just go through different phases. But what are you guys using and why?
My ears aren't good enough to really have a preference there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah.
I feel like you like more.
You'd like 6Ls.
I think I would like just
was gonna
because
say, I
like
feel
a
you
little
like
more headroom.
Fender style stuff. Yeah.
I like 34s.
Yeah, I know I built 1,000 generators, but I don't actually own one myself. I do like the feel of it too, like the ones I tested with like the 88s in them even.
Yeah, 88s for me are I like mixing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like them on their own very much.
Well, I think the only way I've really given out amps with 88s are always in a mix thing.
Yeah, there's been a few people that have done it, and like I guess for certain tones it does work. Like if you want that really kind of boomy thing, but yeah, mixing it with 6L6s was one of my more favorite tones that we've done. That's what is in Derek's 120 still, I think, because that was the amp that we did that with, and then we landed on that and just kept it because it sounded good. But yeah, I haven't tried KT77s. I've heard that those are like similar to a 6L, or I don't know, was it similar to a 6L6 or 34? I just assumed they were like a smaller version of it.
Someone was talking about it.
I was very wrong when I assumed that. Yeah, I don't know. Is your talkback not working? Yeah.
No, I just don't want to. I mean, yes, it does work. I just
He
don't
just
want
has
to talk.
no input on the situation.
I just don't want to talk.
Yeah, Nick, how's it going, dude?
Nick,
up,
what's
beautiful?
going on, my man?
What's up, man? Nick got a new Morgan today, and
I
that's
know.
awesome. Morgan makes really, really sick
nice.
amps.
Okay.
Yeah, he's running it in stereo with his
D20.
D20, yeah, or D40.
20.
I forget. D20. Nick has two D20s.
Yes.
Wonder if you could do wet, dry, wet with two D20s and then with the Morgan
Or the D40.
or the D40.
Tower of Rev.
So you need to do next, Nick, is do wet, dry, wet with the D20s and the Morgan. That would be sick.
I was talking to Nick when he came to see me in Vancouver, and I think that's exactly what he wants to do is like a wet, dry, wet with a couple D20s. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Well, we're on the same page then. That's great.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Charles says he converted a couple of his amps to 6L6 and put the 34s. What amps are you putting those in, Charles? Curious now. 6L6 sound awesome with tellies. Yeah, kind of an American sound. It's kind of hard to beat that for like those types of telly sounds.
Sorry.
No, that's good. What? USA. As far as I think as far as like those types of sounds go, especially clean tones for me.
I definitely prefer American voiced amps over British.
I think for clean tones I do. I think for gain it's either or.
Actually, yeah.
But I think it's a clean tone thing for sure. I just
for
find the EL84 cleans very like stiff.
Yeah.
You know, which works for certain stuff, but I think I just prefer the smoother kind of 6v6 power section on that.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely want a D40, you're absolutely right there. Nick, wait, Nick doesn't have a D40 yet. He has a 25 and then the D20s, yeah. Morgan MVP 23, sweet. I've only tried a couple Morgans. I don't know what kind they were, but they were great. Aaron has one that's really nice, or had. I don't know if he still has it, but it's great. How do you describe the difference between 6L6 and EL34 in the rev amps? I think the difference would be similar across whatever amps you would put them in.
Yeah.
But Dorian explained it to me pretty well. They just it's kind of like you think about a speaker and the amount of wattage that it has, or like headroom that it has. Like the reason that a creamback sounds a bit warmer than a B30 is because it's higher wattage, so you're not pushing it as much to its threshold. Tubes kind of work the same way.
Yeah.
KT88s have a much higher threshold. 6L6s are more in the middle, and then EL34s have a lower threshold.
Yeah. So you're gonna start breaking
So
up.
they break up sooner, and they get like kind of hotter sooner, which with a guitar amp creates a sharper mid-range character. So for like like Marshalls or like those types of things where they have like that really sizzly hot kind of like mid-range thing going on, versus like a 6L6, more like American type sound, like So when our amps, I guess it's kind of the same thing. It's funny because like the EL34s actually are kind of what inspired the Revision B sound.
Yeah.
I think what led to us using it was we were initially, when we were prototyping the G50, the original 740 had 4 6v6s in it. And at the time, maybe still, 6v6s were a lot harder to obtain and a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
And we needed 4 of them per amp versus the 2 that we
That's
were using.
actually, I think that's exactly what it is. Derek was talking about this the other day with me.
Yeah, but that was also kind of what made the 740 so unique and cool
Yeah.
was that it had 4 6v6s in it, and the way that that power section felt was totally different than anything else that we made. So we were trying to get that close with like 6L6s, and it just didn't really feel right. And then Dorian Classic just like, oh, just throw some 34s in there,
Your
man.
Dorian impression is so good, dude. It's dangerously good.
And just use a cab with greenbacks.
He's
in
like,
it, too.
oh, but he's
Oh,
like,
bud.
just try some 34s in there.
I hope he's watching right now.
And right away, we were all just like, that's closer for sure. Like, because they lower threshold, they were kind of, not
Yeah,
quite,
no, I
not
can,
quite the same.
I
but
can
it's
see it though. Yeah.
still a British thing, right? But the amp was still voiced in a way that was made for, or voiced on 6L6s. I guess it's made for whatever you want to put in it. But Dan voices them with 6L6s, and they do have more of that type of sound. So I think the combination with the 34s just gave it a bit more like cut that people were wanting.
Yeah.
Especially when we were trying that amp. So we did that, and then we tried putting it in the
Revision B.
in the 120, and that was kind of what inspired the Revision B direction. And then with the 10th anniversaries, we wanted to put the 34s in it.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much it. The G50 actually was the amp that we discovered that we liked them with our amps. Yeah. American voice versus British voiced.
Fender versus Marshall. is
Well,
kinda
I don't.
what we're
I don't. I
saying,
mean,
right?
Vox.
an amp is an
Vox,
amp,
yeah.
right? Like, I think it's just one of those things where people affiliate like the classic brands with where they're from. Like that's pretty much all I think that people are referring to. It's like when you think of classic British amp brands, you got Marshall and Vox, and those guys were using, EL style tubes, and then the American brands like Fender or Mesa were using 6L6s, 6V6s, that type of stuff. So I think that's really all that it was based on. I don't think it's like they're designed inherently that way. I think they're just like some legendary brands that popularize those sounds that people now use those as like a starting point when they're trying to describe something.
100%. Yeah.
That's all I really think that it is. Yeah. Flux, what's up, buddy? Good to see you.
What's going on,
Been
dude?
a while. Yeah. Love every channel, every aggression combo, my G120. That Bo built so nicely. There you go, man. You just got a whole fan
Man,
club
good,
here.
yeah.
Frig, yeah. That's
It's
sick.
the Bo Show over here. The Smoking Bo Show.
That's Smoking Bo Show.
Why-
Our new podcast segment.
What were you gonna say, Luke?
Why aren't you guys talking about all the pedals that Sam and I were dealing with?
Yeah, throw some love to
I don't know, man.
to
I
Luke
probably,
in the
I probably
chat here
didn't deal
too.
with I probably didn't deal with
No,
it.
bro, you pushed go on the engraver to etch them, so you did.
Manny probably did. Nick, thanks for the love on the D25. Nick, what speaker do you have in it? I'm curious, especially on your end.
Creamback.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
I would.
I put it
I
together.
want to say I hope so, but I feel like Nick was.
Nick,
I think
Okay.
Nick's a smart man.
Nick,
yeah.
if my memory
Nick's
serves
a
me,
smart man, even if he didn't choose that. He knows
True,
what he
true,
wants,
true,
but-
true.
I put a creamback in that, I believe.
Yeah.
Because I think you have a 112 that has a V30 in it.
Oh, you put a cream back in that, did you?
Yeah, bro.
Look at you.
Yeah,
Tim
I built it.
Tim Cranen's here is a 6. He has a 740 Mark II that I retubed for him not too long ago with 6V6s, and yeah, that thing sounds nuts. The 740 Mark II is a sick amp. Like it's a very unique amp as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Loving the 6L6 GCs and its generator Revision B, even though it ships with the L34. So just that was also kind of a miscommunication. I think even between us, because we just never really decided what we wanted to do. The 10th anniversaries did come with 34s. The Revision Bs now are
34s.
Are 34s still? Yeah,
Yep,
they are.
34s.
Great, we decided on that.
Unless someone didn't communicate that to me, they're not supposed to. Be.
No, I think that's what it was, because I think when it switched to the Revision B, we kept it the same, and I think it was that the website did not get updated.
That's what I thought too. Because I
on
did notice the
Revision B.
website said 6L6, and so
I
I
think,
brought
that
that
was,
up.
I think that was what it was. So we caused a little bit of confusion there. But the Revision B ship stock with 34s. So if anyone wants 6L6s, you can let us know.
That's just the Rev way, man. Every
it is.
release should start with a little bit of confusion.
Yo, absolutely. Why update the website? There's no point in doing that.
We always get there eventually.
Mike says he put a Creamback 75 in his D25 this week. That's awesome. Were you using a V30 before? Joe says Creamback. Yep, all the way.
Michael's just furthering my case here.
Yeah. Also, Michael had me freaked out. I was like, oh no, did I give him a bad amp?
No, but I'm saying that he got the flu the first day
I know,
he
I
got
heard
it.
that
So
part, too.
it's just furthering my case that Paulie got.
Both spreading the flu. Oh, thanks, Derek.
There should be 6L6 tubes. Okay. Well, people gotta tell me this stuff, or I don't know.
Oh, there you go. Basil, what's up? was hoping you would show. Borona.
Borona, yeah.
Ships in all the amps, yeah. And Paul Stanley. Mike, you had a V30. Also tried a Jensen, but too bright and brittle. Interesting. Yeah, we tried some Jensens here, and I could see why people enjoy them, but I don't think it was exactly what I would go after myself. They are quite bright.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm realizing over time I like darker tones.
Yeah, okay.
So,
yeah, me too. Definitely gravitate towards dark.
Yeah,
Very
it kind
warm.
of translates better, but cool. Well, let's go through some stuff. Let's check out these pedals, because we got a couple different amps we can try them out with here. And I want to spend some time with them. It's been a while. So all the pedals are, as you can see on the, I don't want to say header because it's on the bottom of the screen, but the bottom header.
The ticker.
Ticker, is that what it's called?
Ticker.
There you go. All the sales are there, but the pedals are 20% off, and that does include the 5th anniversary pedals, which, yeah, finally get to spend some more time with doing video content and stuff, and have been having a lot of fun with. They definitely are a lot more like amp-like.
Yeah.
Have you spent much time with them?
Not a whole lot, but I do agree that they are definitely more amp-like.
That's a feel thing, I think.
Yeah, and they seem to match up with the channels on the generator like a lot better. Like, they sound like incredibly similar to like what I'm getting out of a generator.
Yeah, I think they're closer, and they're well also like MK3 voice, right?
Yeah.
But I think like Dan, after working on some products like post G series, definitely hit new kind of like milestones in terms of his knowledge of building, I would say.
Yeah, it checks out. Yeah.
And I think it was just kind of time, like he had learned so much, like, you know, he designed the tilt and the mauler too, but I think working with other people kind of gave him some perspective on things that he hadn't tried, and then with his own ideas, he like kind of was thinking in different ways, and that's I think what kind of made these ones actually like noticeably different.
Yeah.
Like they still sound like the amp channels, they still are, you know, great representations of what they are, but they feel and act more like the actual amp. And yeah, it's definitely a response thing for sure. I'm gonna get on the clean channel here. Start with the G2. You guys, and if you guys have any questions or things you want to hear too, let us know.
Yeah, please, yeah.
But yeah.
Bucks wants to hear the mauler at some point too.
Let's do it now. Why not? It's funny. I feel like I've got more questions about the mauler the past while. This I was just saying was every time we have a sale, it's like people have questions about things that I don't get as often because they're, you know, kind of thinking about things. And the mauler is something we do get questions about a lot because it is, you know, the HM2 thing is something that isn't on any of our other pedals, and the G series voice on it is like really
unique to itself.
It's really good. Yeah, it's like not like
It's not
any of these
quite
other
a
ones.
3 or a 4. It's like
it's pre V2, but it's kind of in between. Yeah, because like it wasn't like Dan, you know, directly.
we didn't just take a G3 circuit and stick it on
Right,
the pedal.
like he
It's
kind of
its
just
own
made
thing,
that
yeah.
type of thing, right? So. We'll start on the G series side. I have to remember if giver is gain or volume.
Giver is gain.
Giver is gain. But that's like a great rock tone.
That's
you know,
pretty
like,
sweet,
that's,
actually,
and I
yeah.
think that's what people don't expect of that pedal. Yeah, so that's basically, it's like a wet-dry blend. Let's go to the other side. So literally
Yeah, I
for
gotta
this,
correct
what?
this. No?
You don't like it, Luke?
I actually love it.
It's great. It is. It's just boomy and it's like crazy. It's harder to get those like scrapey noises because it's so like
It's-
so
yeah.
bass heavy, but yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
just like pure destruction. Nick fell in love with Rev because of the Mauler. I remember that happening at NAMM.
Yeah.
I remember Nick coming into the booth and we just literally turned that on and he was like, yes. And here I am, because like I'm not as much into the worship scene as you guys are. I'm just expecting to come in and just play like all clean tones and be like, what's that?
Yeah.
And just rip
Everybody
that
wants
thing.
a piece of the mauler, dude.
Robbie says knock loose. That's kind of what I was going for, but man, knock loose on Kimmel is crazy. No, did you see that?
No.
Oh man, it was nuts. Yeah, like I'm not honestly,
Kimmel?
admittedly, not a huge knock loose fan, but that's so sick that they did that.
Yeah, it's awesome,
And
yeah.
they crushed it. Yeah, it was super sick.
I'll check that out.
It's a huge moment for heavy music.
Yeah, they're super dialed live.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and the tones are actually kind of similar to that. Just crunchy.
Crunch.
Yeah.
It's the old prickly pear.
Jeremy, yeah. Well, a lot of people don't ask about it. Maybe we should push him more. He says, I had no idea the Mauler sounds so sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of on the extreme side of either side of it, right? Like there's a wet, dry blend, so you can kind of go, this is half and half.
Yes.
McGee on SNL, I didn't see that. That's sweet. I'll have to check that out. Do you ever use the G2 and the G3 together? And if so, why? And if no, why? Or if so, why? If no, why? I do. Do you have any input on this?
I don't.
go?
I don't have a G3.
I was gonna say I feel like I've been talking for a while, but so
you're doing fine.
so this is the thing with the G2 is like it's not. We always say it's not a green boost.
Yeah.
It's
not what you
not.
might
It's because
think
it's
it
not.
is.
Like the green specifically is the amp channel, and that's why we did the gold ones for a while too. Because I think people were kind of like, oh, it's a tube screamer or
Yeah.
whatever, and it's not. It's green
not.
because of the channel. That said, it does boost well. Like with any, you can dial most mid-gain drive pedals the right way in terms of the frequencies they're putting out and get it to boost in a way that works.
Yeah.
G2 does work really well as a boost. So there are a couple different ways I'll run it. How do you like to run it? Like when you use it? Like do you use it as more of a channel,
I
or do
actually
you
took
use
the
it as
G2 off my board, but I was just using it as like,
Oh, yeah?
like a bass overdrive channel, yeah.
right? So you use it as a channel with like a clean amp.
With a
You're
clean
using,
amp.
you-
Is it
using
D20?
The, using the tilt now instead.
Using the tilt now instead, yeah. Or my Zen drive. It's kind of like my go-to
There you go.
drive pedal right now, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
But the tilt stays on my board all the time.
Yeah, the tilt I still use as like a pedal. The G2 for me, I generally use as more of like a channel.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
But if I'm using it with the G3, I'm usually using it to boost the
Set
G3.
it to low
I think
boost,
that's
yeah.
the only way that I would use them together because it's a lot of gain. But they do work together well that way. So I'll kind of show you how I would. Like if I was to use the G2 on its own, I'd probably dial it something like this. Because then I have,
Yeah.
which is with the red aggression and whatever. And if I like the G2 backs off nicely, so if I need more of a broken thing.
Yeah, quick clean zone, yeah.
But if I'm using it as a boost, I'll dial it quite differently. So the G3, I'd probably dial something like this, let's say. So when I'm boosting with something, I generally want less gain from it and more just overall level. And I don't want to boost the highs quite as much. Maybe do like that kind of thing. Maybe something like that. It's a lot of gain though, so let's get the gate going. So yeah, I've got the gain like kind of rolled back, volume boosted. So it's like not really adding much level, it's just saturating a bit more. So without, like it's still pretty tight without, but you can get away with using less gain like on your channel, I guess, like less gain
Yeah.
on the G3. Right, and like
Yeah.
both of the pedals, like the G3's at noon and the G2's below noon, so like it's not really a ton of gain, but it's just filling up a lot more space. So that's
Totally, yeah.
why it's nice to like boost with those types of things. So that's how I would use that. Yes.
Nice. noise.
Would it be possible to have an amp with an effects loop that ran the dry parallel with the wet? I mean, you could make one. I don't know if we could do that. We'd have to make it.
Yeah, how would that work?
It's like you could run the wet-dry lines like within the
Yeah.
amp. Like it's like a dry loop line. Yeah, I think. I don't know why, yeah. Old rectifiers come like that. There you go.
Oh, really? Okay.
Jeremy says that. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. It's like, I feel like there are some older amps that do that.
Nice.
But yeah.
That's news to me.
Joe says, I heard someone on here once say the tilt boost, it solves problems, and I wholeheartedly concur. Only my Prince of Tone is at that top level of awesome and reliable. Thank you, Joe.
Nice.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely like, it is a drive pedal or like a boost or whatever you want to call it, but it is a great tool. Yeah, like the EQ aspect of it is like super, super useful.
Well, like you were saying about like the G2 channel, like using it as a channel or using it as a pedal. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just like that language, like, you know, 'cause I've always thought of it as like, like, as a channel, it's like a preamp thing, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, using it as like a utility thing and just getting a.
Well, that's what's nice about these pedals is like the way that they're voiced. You can use them as either, like you can use it as a stomp box into, you know, the D20 or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, the way I had it dialed before. But if I listen to how it is now, right? Like I would never dial it that. I would never dial it that way to use it as a channel.
As a standalone
I
thing,
would
yeah.
dial it like, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, they're very multifunctional, whether it be as a pedal or as a preamp or anything like that. Is the G2 the same zone Boss SD1 in terms of gain structure? Yeah. I mean, obviously the voice is its own thing, but like in terms of the amount of gain, yeah, probably not far off. Like super distortion.
Yeah.
Like in terms of the amount of actual gain you're getting on.
The
tap,
amount
like,
of gain is probably like comparable, but yeah.
maybe a bit more when you really push it, but.
But again, the G2 is like specifically like.
Yeah, the voice is quite different,
Yeah.
so I guess the way you hear it is different, regardless of if the amount of gain is similar. Yeah. It's more, it's less stiff, I guess. Like that's the thing with pedals. Like, you know, the Boss pedals definitely have a thing going on, but I do find them a little more rigid.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
I do like my SD1 though.
G2 and tilt boost. That's a good call.
That's a good combo.
Let's
yeah.
do that. You do that.
I'll do that?
Yeah, I need to do that. I've been playing a lot.
Yeah, okay. Well, I like when you play
I also
though.
need to blow my nose. Sorry.
Go for it.
You can play for a second.
Let's see here. Turn the tight up a little bit. Drive off.
Guitar sounds really good.
Man, you can almost make the thing go kind of fuzzy with you really hit it hard enough.
If you go the other way with it, you can.
Love it.
So you're kind of boosting.
Well, now I'm
lows a
boosting
bit?
pretty extreme, yeah, but I was, so it's on its own. Is the drive on, up, or down? I can never remember.
Up.
It is up, okay. Let's do that then. Yeah, leaving I don't know, tone's pretty neutral, I think. But quite a bit of boost in there.
Yeah, I think it's up to 18 with the standalone boost and 12 on the dual stop.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, sounds great.
Sounds awesome, man, yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh, that is a lot of boost.
Hey, it gets away from me pretty quick, eh?
Jeez, that's like unfathomably. Oh, is the side chained out of the gate? Sorry, I'm just looking at the routing on this board. It is, that's why. The way this board is chained, I don't know if it'll work the same way, but it'll work with this. Interesting. This board is sidechained in a way that I do not know. Yeah, just for like kind of broken tones. Or like more mid-guinea. Tilt boost in G4, sure. Gonna go for that?
I think G4 is more up your alley.
Yeah, I just the way the board is chained, I don't know if it's gonna hit it.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
The way that I want it to. I'm just trying to figure there's a way I can fix that quickly. Go for it. But yes, we can. Tilt boost is a great tool for the G4.
Can.
Yeah. Yes, we can. Always. So yeah, BB, I guess it's just different, right? Like the G2 is definitely like an easy way to get one of our channels versus just like using it as a, I don't know, like the SD1 is obviously a distortion pedal too. I guess it just depends on the voice that you want. But it's closer to a channel, you know?
Yeah.
And you can, running other pedals in front of it, it reacts to being boosted nicely too. So.
Oh.
And the new G4 sounds so much better.
What's that?
The new G4 sounds
the G, yeah.
so much better.
Even the G3, like it just to me, it just sounds like way more open. It's got you got like a lot more of everything out of it.
Yeah, like it's weird because like it still has the sag of that channel, but it's just like everything's more present. Like the older G4 was definitely not as even in terms of like the high and low frequencies coming out.
Yeah, 100%.
Like
yeah.
I can still hear every note there.
Again, it's more like the channel, like very articulate still, but still has all that sag and all that.
It's more balanced, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot different than the original.
I like them, man. Yeah.
But I definitely think represents the channel better, you know. Let's get some delay. Actually, I'm gonna try boosting that with the G2, just because I feel like it. On its own.
Sounds pretty nice too.
Man, yeah, I'm enjoying the G4 a lot more than I thought.
Nice.
Very, very nice. So Robbie says, just panicking because I thought the 2 notes was giving me some digital clipping, and then saw that the soft clipping button on the M box was on.
Oh, good.
Yeah, for the amount of times I've been recording something, I'm like, what's going on? And then it's like I bumped the input gain on the interface, or just like something silly that's disrupted the process. But you hear a bit of blues with those settings? Sure, I'll grab the Novo.
Ooh.
Trade her out. This is not a. You know what? This guitar probably could do blues too.
I bet I could do blues.
This guitar can probably do pretty much anything. I'm pretty sure any Tom Anderson can do most things. Let's switch these out here.
Nice.
This guitar is sick.
I know. Don't gotta tell me, dude.
Yeah. The one thing is I gotta get a right angle jack for it, just because.
Yeah.
That.
Well, it just keeps it in place.
Yeah, yeah. You just slam it back there, it'll rest in the same spot for you. Thanks, Jeremy. I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. Yeah, if you guys have anything you want to hear, we are at your disposal this evening. So, yeah, 20% off pedals, $100 off alpha amps, D25 and D40, free customization on all amps, $300 off generators excluding G50.
Nice.
But
Get a
free
generator,
free
man.
customization as well. Yeah.
Put me back to work.
Generators are the biggest savings. You also get to put Bo to work, and he will personally build your amp. And also, if you grab a shirt during the stream, just add the Gear and Beer shirt to your cart.
I'll build your shirt
Good to
too.
go. That will be deactivated after the stream. And if you're watching the stream and post and see this, we do stuff like this all the time.
Yeah.
So just come hang out on
Just do the
Wednesdays,
next
and
one, exactly,
you
yeah.
will not miss out on chances to win some
Make
stuff.
sure you subscribe to the channel.
Yep. Yeah.
Hit the bell, you'll get notified.
Lots of fun stuff coming up too. So definitely make sure you're subscribed.
Yeah, it's Christmas
Yeah.
coming up, right?
Big things coming.
Just lots of content coming down the pipe.
Yeah, big things coming.
Always. We've been doing a lot more interviews too. Like, as Derek's been on the road, he's been able to go link up with bands. Like, we're doing a lot of the Gear and Beer interview stuff. Yeah, just we've kind of been putting a lot more time back into the YouTube stuff again, which has been nice. So, yeah. We have another one coming this week. I forget which one it is, but we've got enough lined up for the next, several weeks. So, who are some artists that you would like to see us do that with? And who do you think we should get using our stuff and shoot those types of videos with? Luke says Kublai Khan. Of course you do.
Little G4 blues.
Yeah, go for
Is
it.
that what you were gonna do?
Oh, I don't know. Go for it.
I thought you were gonna have the Novo for.
I'll jam along. Yeah.
Somebody
go,
has to.
Go ahead. We'll do a blues.
Oh, I don't know.
Blues jam.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Don't put me on the spot. Yeah. While you were boosting too, wait, give me 1 second here.
He's just going direct through G2.
Ah. I don't actually play blues.
Let's do lots of.
Yeah, lots of double stuff.
Frick, that's gonna feel good. Oh, Derek interviewed John Jordan from Mammoth. Nice. Good old John. John commented that he was using the tilt boost on his rig with Mammoth, which is very sick.
Nice.
So there you go. That's a good example of that right there. Taylor Mom's interview would be sick if she's still using Rev. She is. It'll be cool if that lined up. Do you guys have a recording studio at Rev?
We have this.
We have this, yeah.
We
like
record a
we're-
bunch of nonsense.
We're capable of doing. Yeah, I will say this is primarily a video studio. Like Manny does some mixing in here, and I generally for the demo videos I'll track a lot of the stuff just in my office room, and then Manny and I will come in here and reamp and mix it. But it's not like a recording. It's not really set up.
Sorry, I just saw that. Sorry, apparently I signed somebody's chat breaker number 69 card, and I just got really distracted by that.
Nice.
I'm happy.
Nice. Yeah, we have what we need to do our stuff, but it's not like we could ever have people come in here and record or anything like that.
Yeah.
Playing through the G4. That was G2 for me.
I was going through the G4, yeah.
Your G4, sweet. Let's do.
For a minute there, I was boosting with the G2 as well. I thought it was what was asked for specifically.
I think if you roll it back, it'll do it. Yeah, you can do it. The Pete Davis. like this guitar is sick. I never play guitars like this ever for like, but those types of tones right away, it's like,
Yeah, the P90 sounds so sick. Yeah, that's bluesy. Yeah.
there's all that kind of stuff. It's just such a different feel.
Oh, for sure.
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it's such a different style of playing. Yeah. I mean, it's just a style of playing that I never learned properly, I guess.
Me
That's all
neither,
it is,
apparently.
but yeah, that's G4.
Yeah, the G4 sounds so good, man.
That sounds, yeah, man.
Like the
that
G3 I know is like the thing, but maybe this is G4 time to shine a little bit brighter.
I think so, because like that's even with it rolled back. That's with the gain at like, oh man, like not like 10.
It's the glory day of the G4.
Yeah. Who has the best dad rock style riff? Between us, definitely Bo.
Oh, probably.
Between all of
somewhere,
us,
yeah.
probably Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah. I made the
The gear and beer thing?
gear and beer. I made the. I feel like for a lot of those things, though, Dorian's like, do this, and then I'll just like play that. He's like, no. He's like, I'll play something else. He's like, no, and I'll play something else. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
That. And I was like, okay. Did that, and then also the what's the riff in the Guitar Store videos? I forget. It's another. It was like a Derek riff. Also, that's the thing. Like Derek has a lot of riffs that he's had kicking around too. That he'll just be like, "Oh, we should use this for a video," and then he'll teach it, and we'll use it. Like that G50 demo that we did was like a riff that Derek had from his old band that we revamped. You know, like it's always fun to collab on those things too. But play a lot of basic shuffle stuff, and I just wanted to try out my G4 one to see what it would sound like. Yeah, totally, man. I mean, if you're doing like the bluesy stuff, just roll the gain back a bit. And
Oh, yeah, I was kinda-
I feel like the voicing actually works pretty well for that.
Yeah, I was kind of
Yeah.
like, you know, making a mockery of it, blues with the G4. But yeah, if you dial it in properly, you can definitely.
Yeah.
It's usable.
Totally. Says, I love Mammoth, one of my favorite bands, along with Dirty Honey. Can't wait to see your interview,
Nice.
Derek. Nice. Dirty Honey, Luke, that's good. That's what you're thumbs upping?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Dirty Honey is pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, rock band?
Yeah.
Sounds like a rock band name. Dirty Honey.
It's like the rock
They're
band
like-
name, yeah.
Like 70s, like late 70s rock style
Yeah.
kind of thing. They're really cool.
Sweet. Check it out. Just check it out.
Check it out for your health.
Dr. Steve Brule.
Yeah.
Have some.
That was what I wanted to get the reference. Yeah, okay.
Check it out.
Check it out.
I am very scared of puppets.
For your health.
Great television. I love how that was originally like a Tim and Eric thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the old Tim and
Just
Eric.
took on
man,
its
I know.
own identity after that. Yeah. Tim and Eric was always a little strange for me until I was like an actual adult. Like I would try to watch it
Oh,
when
yeah,
I was
in
like
the-
18 or 19. I was just like,
What
what
is
is
this?
going
Yeah,
on?
it's-
Like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm into some pretty weird stuff, but like I have no idea what's going on.
I had a buddy who was like super into it back in the day, and I was like, "What? I can't even watch this."
And now my sense of
uncomfortable.
humor has just degraded to the point where it's, yeah, it's great. Where do you get those racks for the amp wall? Derek could answer that. I think,
I'm pretty sure we built the wooden racks and then we bought those like
the
support.
pipes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Derek just designed them. Yeah, like we bought the wood from somewhere and then got those beams from like Home Depot.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure that, yeah, Derek kind of designed this with Stobie and Manny. Yeah. But they're essentially just like, yeah, pipes that have like kind of a threaded mount and then like a socket thing.
It's basically like a bunch of stacked up coffee tables.
Pretty much, yeah, or like benches,
Or
and
benches,
we
yeah.
and the wood is I think painted too, so yeah. I feel like a lot of the best solutions for that stuff are not stuff you go buy. You kind of got to fit in the space.
Yeah.
Derek built it all. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep. Yeah, there you go. That and the all the boards and stuff too. Yeah, Derek did a lot of that work on his own. I don't think a lot of people realize that, but built a lot of this, and then Stobie and Manny helped rig it up. And that's that.
And that's that.
Now we
And
spend
that's how that went.
a lot of time here.
Oh, Luke's saying still be built the walls with. Okay, never mind. Don't put it on the thing if you don't mean to read it, Luke.
I'll agree with Bo on that one. Leon drive. What's that?
I was gonna say, what is the Leon drive?
Still we did all the barn board. There you go. Yeah, in-house though. None of this was like stuff that we ordered. It was all built to kind of spec to this room that and that Derek designed. Yeah, man. I always neglect every time I pick up this guitar, it's like this thing is so sick. I don't know why I don't pick it up more. And then I put it back down, and I don't pick it up.
Yeah.
And I always say that, and every time I pick it up, it's like right now, it's the same thing. It's like, frick, this feels good. Neck is so sick.
It doesn't look like something that you gravitate towards though at all.
Derek says, Home Depot gas line pipes and flanges.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. Frick, this thing's fun.
Oh, nice.
Nice. What else do you guys want to hear? How was the Chapbreaker tilt combo going? P90s are such a different thing.
It's
Yeah, I'm not used to it at all.
I love it. I love the Chapbreaker, man.
Yeah, it's a totally different thing than what I'm used to. It's another one of those things where you gotta actually just crank it to get it to go. And
Yeah.
I think it also stacks really nicely with it.
With an already
something like
driving
that.
amp, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah.
Try the Vulture, Derek says.
Here, I'll happily hold that one for you.
Yeah, sure. Why don't we try with Bo? My ears are going a little crazy right now. Like,
Yeah, I've been
maybe
getting
it's
some
just-
weird RF actually.
Thanks. Oh, this thing's lighter than I thought. Expected this to be a big clunker.
This is a lot lighter than the thing I was just holding too, actually.
What type of pickups in the neck, Derek? Is that also a P90? And then just a hum in
I
the
believe
bridge?
it's a P90.
Yeah. This thing looks friggin' cool. What do you think of the shape of this?
I like this one better, but it's very cool. Yeah, it's like
it's
kinda,
it's grown on me.
it's like a very large, like, I don't know, it's like almost like a Fender kind of offset kind of thing, like,
Yeah.
but with the cutaways, I don't know, it's cool.
Let's try it.
I love the finish on it too, like that distressed wood finish.
The
like,
neck is beefier on this one for sure. It's way bigger.
Yeah, this is slim.
Yeah. Can you compare the original G2 with the 10th? Yeah, we could do that.
What's that?
He asked if we could compare the original G2 with
I
the
don't
10th
seem to
anniversary.
have the originals on my board right now.
There's the one right there we can grab.
Oh,
We
yeah,
just throw
okay.
on there, yeah. Let me just get this guitar going here. Like this thing feels just massive, like sonically.
Yeah.
I can just feel. That neck would take some getting used to. It's big, but it's still smooth, right? Like
Yeah.
it's still quick. That's it was funny. That was one of the things they talked about in the Novo interview that we did last
Yeah.
week with what Travis was saying was like the number one compliment they get, like for a vintage style guitar where you'd presume it's a little bulkier. The necks are so quick
Okay, yeah.
and smooth on the Novos. You're gonna swap that out. Yeah, kind of like a Mustang. I guess it's kind of like.
That's what I'm saying, kind of like that
offset,
offsetty,
but kind of not. And I
yeah.
love how like just the distressing on these is done too.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
they
Yeah,
look
yeah.
so great. But yeah, it's just like tight. It's very there. Oh man, yeah. You can just feel like, you know, just an A9 chord. Like, you can just feel it with this guitar. Like,
Yeah.
it's just so even and like.
I haven't actually played that one yet.
Chunky C is what it's called, Derek? Sweet. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Luke's asking me to play here.
Well, let Bo answer that question. Luke hooked up the V1
Yeah, okay.
G2. So why don't you dial them the same?
Yeah, I'll set everything kind of just at noon here.
Yeah.
We'll see what it sounds like. Aggression off on both of them. Yeah, okay, so they're dialed here pretty much.
What does it say?
exactly the same.
1/2 is pick guard. Just a little bit of pick guard.
One is half pick guard. He's talking about the Saris.
Oh yeah.
The stair? Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's not an arch top though, so it's fine.
So here's the OG Rev G2. Here's the new guy.
Oh yeah. When you go back, I heard it more. Yeah, it's way, yeah. Oh man, it's so much more smooth.
Way more smooth.
Yeah.
And again, just like a little more of everything. Get like a little more tone, just a little more fucking everything out of it.
I don't
Sorry
know.
for cussing everybody.
Well, it feels more there. Like it feels more precise.
Exactly,
But it
yeah.
still maintains kind of like the crunchier feel. It just feels more natural, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, it definitely feels more amp-like too. It just, yeah.
Yeah. Like if I was to do a blind test, you could tell me I was playing through like an amp channel. It's just how smooth it feels. Yeah, just like. Yeah, I could.
Nice, yeah.
I could play this guitar. I might like this more than the Saris, honestly.
Oh, yeah?
I see why James Barker plays one, Derek. Yeah. Solus. Which one's that? Oh, that's like the weird single cut thing they make. Yeah, I haven't tried one of those.
Should we bust that one out too? Yeah. Not today.
Yeah, no, I haven't tried one of those. I've only tried, I guess, well, maybe I did at the Nova Factory, but these are the ones I've like really spent time with. Is these
Yeah.
two? Yeah, you like the medium C neck. See, I feel like this suits this guitar though. It's like it's one of those things where it's like even with my Anderson, like that neck is a little bit bigger than my other guitars, but it just suits how that instrument feels. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like just everything about it works in that. And I think the way that the body of this almost would feel weird to me with like like
Something
that
slim, yeah.
that neck would be fine.
Yeah, okay.
But like anything thinner than that would be weird. I feel like with this guitar, this does feel right.
Yeah. That's a thing too. Yeah, it's like I have my preferences, but sometimes a guitar just needs to have a certain thing to like.
You've tried this one?
I have not plugged in actually.
Try it. Yeah,
I would love
it's
to.
great. And I honestly am really enjoying it.
Oh no, what did I do?
Oh no.
We're good. Sorry about that, everybody.
Yeah.
Do you want to take this one?
I'll take that. Yeah.
Oh, that's way later than I thought it was going to be.
I know.
It looks like a beast.
Yeah. Oh, this neck feels super thin now.
Yeah. And I can see what you mean. Yeah, this is like a little baseball bat.
Scott, do it tonight. You'll get a Gear and Beer shirt, buddy. Now's the time. Sounds good in your hands.
Yeah, I like this. There you go, blues on a G4.
There you go. Actually, pass me the Theodore. I haven't tried that yet.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll try that. Anything you guys want to hear too, let us know. We kind of went over the differences with the amps too. Oh, my ears, I think, just died, Luke.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Hang on. No, they're back. But they're weird. They're kind of buzzy. Can you rescan it? Yeah. Sorry. I'll slide it over to you. I got new ears, guys, so if I'm loud and annoying and stupid, it's not my fault.
Yeah, there it is. Yes.
I'll try out the Theodore.
Sam needs to the Theodore.
I do need to the
Sam
Theodore.
does need to the Theodore.
I do.
Yeah, I like this thing.
Well, it feels great. I can't really hear what it sounds like yet, but. Does it sound good?
Sounds great, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Let's try that. Hold on. Thank you. There we go. Oh, that's way better. Thank you. Does sound good. See, this is funny because this is one of those guitars where before I had the ears on, I probably couldn't tell that it sounded as wide as it does. It doesn't feel like it's projecting as much as it sounds, if that makes sense. BB, we do have a Tele here. It has Fishman pickups in it, so it's kind of, well, it is a Tele. Is it in the office? Where is it?
It is in the testing room.
Oh,
what I
right.
thought,
Yeah, I was testing with it earlier today. I forgot about
Do you want me to grab it?
that. Sure. Do you want to hear it with the Tele? Does anyone want to hear it with the Tele?
Yeah, let's grab a telly.
Yeah, this is a good like punk rock guitar.
Sounds rad, dude.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
I like
That's pretty good.
I like
yeah.
it. Yeah. This thing actually is pretty sick.
All right, that's what I've been
I
saying,
kinda
man. It's
like
great.
it, yeah. Yeah. Let's let Bo Tele time, or do you want me to Tele time?
I can tell you time for a little bit. We can both tell you
Let's
time.
both try it out.
Oh.
Every time that guitar comes out, I want one even more. Dude, it's unironically a great guitar. I'm enjoying this.
Do you wanna? This weird body's not sitting right on this.
Oh, do you want to just go back to Luke?
Yeah, I'll case
Maybe
it.
just case that one up,
Yeah.
yeah.
Before I destroy this. Thank you very much, my man. Oh, see a Telecaster. That feels a little more normal.
Hey, this is the only time I get to play guitar. Chill, it's all good. I'm joking. This is the most time I've had to play guitar in a while to make sure my hands still work.
Not quite. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, this thing's pretty cool. There you go. That's the good stuff right there. Do you have the button in or out?
In.
In. The awesome button.
Sorry?
I said the awesome button.
The awesome
It-
button?
It, I don't know. It kind of does what honestly,
mean,
like
here's
kind of what
the-
the
here's
tilt
the-
boost does. It just makes everything more and just stays on.
Again,
Yeah.
just gives you more, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with. Here's with. And then without it. Yeah, just a lot more dull, I guess, yeah.
It's more vibrant.
Do you want to give it a shot?
Yeah, sure.
Some teletones?
Yeah. I had that one out there just specifically to test out the D40 and the D25s and the D20s.
Well, it's just better, sorry.
I'll take your cable too.
Yeah.
It's fine.
This is all just a play for me to get Theo back.
Yeah. Yeah, like this.
Me
this
and Theo are an item now, dude.
This guitar to me just works so well for those types of amps. Like when I'm trying to test those, like I definitely have like specific riffs for testing the generators and for testing the 40s and 50s because they're intended for like a different.
I was gonna say
approach, right?
they demand to be played differently, yeah.
But channel 2 on the Jenny will take this nice. Like this is with the, yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a Tele.
I like that guitar a lot, man.
Yeah, this thing is like, I think been to more trade shows and like been at more Rev events. And not been here the longest, like Derek's side guitar's longer than this, but I think this is like the longest specifically like Rev
Yeah.
guitar that we've
That's
had.
the Rev Tele, man.
And not just Derek's, and yeah, this thing will come to every show, man, because it rips. What did
I
they
think
do?
you just caught me daydreaming watching you play.
Derek says that's one of Rob Baker's riffs, and I just was like playing it, thinking it's like I'll just play like something that sounds like an '80s riff. Oh, there it is. The tone knob was rolled up. What the heck's going on? That's the thing right there.
Oh, the tone was, I didn't even check that actually. I thought it sounded kind of like it was missing something. Yeah, there's that.
There it
there's
is.
that twang, yeah.
So that riff, I guess.
I assumed that was a thing. It sounded so familiar.
I
yeah.
guess it's not that riff. It's an intervals riff, but it's like
Oh yeah, I know.
the looper riff.
Oh yeah, I know that from the looper. I hear that every day.
So that riff, Luke takes his buds out. It's like that knuckle puck riff that it used to
I
be.
almost took my bits out too, actually.
The end of that song, there's like a breakdown part. That actually was tracked with a telly.
Nice.
In the bridge, yeah, just for that one.
Just to
riff.
get that bite.
Yeah, just for that. At least Aaron told me that he had this like rosewood neck American telly at the time that he used.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I didn't know tellies could do that.
It
actually.
works. Yeah, no, it definitely can. I mean, if you get like a heavy tone with this.
Oh yeah.
Do it. 3 here.
Teach me.
Right? Like there's a certain mid-range character to it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
That's a good one, Luke.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one. That can stay. Yeah.
Yeah, the afterimage you should just go. Just do.
Yeah. That's a hit.
It's so stupid. What strings are on this?
I have no idea.
I'm going to guess D'Addario of some kind. I will guess based on the wind that they are just regular XLs. The NYXLs are a little tighter, like the winds are a
Okay.
bit smaller, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah, I wouldn't have known that, but
Like, well, obviously the gauge is the same, but like the actual wind,
Yeah, no, I hear what
wind
you're saying,
pattern
yeah.
is different. This might have NYXLs. Yeah, it does. You can see like very subtly, like just look at the difference in the wind.
oh yeah, that checks out. Yeah.
The NYXL is a bit smoother.
Yeah. Okay.
But, yeah.
Oh, the more you know.
Yeah, different formula. The regular nickels are a bit warmer. The NYXLs are a little more mid-range forward, which I like personally. Matter of taste. What do you use for strings?
D'Addario's.
It's XLs.
Yeah, XLs. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Usually
like
10s. Yeah.
on like a recording session. I'll probably just use those, like rather than the NYXLs
Yeah.
because they're like just very balanced. I like the NYXLs live though. How they feel. They feel a little more even, I guess.
Yeah. I've just been using just XLs for so long.
Yeah, 10 to 52 Luke says, yeah. I'm an 11 to 49 guy for E flat.
I use 11s on my Les Paul, but my other guys, my Fender styles, all have like 10 through 46. Yeah.
Luke, for what tuning? He says he wants 1156.
Standard.
For standard.
Big boy.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, cool.
That looks some big guys. Got big mitts. Yeah.
I guess so. I
Also play way too hard. So like I fret too hard.
12s are definitely a statement.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I tried 12s for a while when I was young and foolish.
I have the same story. Like my when I played with Annex Theory, we were playing in like drop G or something stupid.
Yeah.
But it was like D standard with a low G. So it was like a 12 to 54 set with a low 76 or like 78 or something that my dad slotted my guitar for. And then I started playing the afterimage, and they were in drop A, and I didn't want to like change strings on my guitar. I wanted to use it for both, so I just like kept tuning it up to standard with 12s, and it was like it just like
Just
my
so,
wrist
yeah.
was toast in like
Yeah.
a year.
No,
It's a little bit much. Like the 11s are good. 12s, it's like no.
Yeah, I was doing 11s for a while until pretty recently again too, and then I would drop back down to 10s. I don't know. I don't need to work that hard.
Yeah, no. At the time, I was like, "Oh, this is cool."
I work hard enough here,
I
man.
was like, I was like, I'm a man. I'm playing 12s in standard. And then I'm like, my wrist hurts.
That's exactly what it was. I was just like, I can do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing long enough. I'm sure I can handle it.
Got a couple good questions here.
Yeah.
You can answer that one first.
Yeah,
Mike?
Michael was asking if I worked anywhere else before or built amps anywhere else before I started at Rev. I did not.
Nope.
This is my first. My first
You
amp
also
job.
didn't initially get hired to build the generators, and then they came out, and we were just like, "Hey, you're building these."
Yeah, that's
That was
kind of
like-
how it worked. I was just
Yeah.
kind of like doing alpha assembly at the very beginning.
like chassis stuffing.
Chassis stuffing. I mean, that's
Yeah.
kind of where like a lot of people start here.
Yeah, like you learn quickly from the chassis stuffing. Like,
Yeah.
It's like how everything goes together.
But it was kind of just like I just happened to start here. It was probably like weeks before the MK3 came.
I was gonna say less than a month. For
Like, it
sure,
wasn't-
'cause,
it wasn't that long,
It came
and-
out, and we literally were just like, you did the chassis and stuff. I was like, okay, you understand this? Like, we could just train you on doing this because this is gonna be the product that we are going to make the most of by
Yeah.
far. And yeah, you just
Well, yeah, I
did
think
great
like
at it right away.
there's a
So
few of us that had training on building them out of the gates, and I think just like
I think you and I got trained on them.
yeah, it just didn't make sense to pull other people away. It's like, well, just get the new guy to
Yeah,
jump on the new thing.
Exactly, because Craker was still doing, at that point, we still had like the Mark II 740s
Yeah.
that he was doing. Scott was doing alphas as well. Yeah, there was a lot. Yeah, we had less people, less SKUs as well, but like less people. But like at that time, yeah, Scott was doing the alphas and like the 740s and stuff like
Yeah.
that. You were doing pretty much all the MK3. We had a bunch of
I'm not
people doing
ashamed.
pedals.
Aside from like maybe like
Emily was here for a bit. Yeah, no, you did.
I've done all the MK3s except for like I would probably count on one hand the amount of MK3s.
That's what I was
on
what
me.
I was getting at. I think you probably have built, with the exception of maybe 4 or 5.
A couple,
like
yeah. I
every
built every
single
yeah.
one.
If you have a 100 R or P or a 120, it's almost guaranteed that I built that.
If it was, yeah, I would say it's like a 99.5%.
If it's a Mark III, yeah,
chance.
because
If
obviously
it's
the
a
Mark
III.
IIs are
Yeah.
before my time.
Not like yeah, like I tested most of them, but you tested a bunch of them too. Dan worked on some of them. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I know. My serial number's getting pretty high. I'm gonna hit 1,000 120s probably next year sometime. I think
Yeah, it's 700 and something. That's crazy.
almost 800 now.
And
so-
that's crazy though, because you definitely build more than 1,000 amps then, because you build alphas and stuff too.
Yeah, if you include the well, if you even need like the 100R, 100P, I'm over 1,000. And the new 10 anniversaries are new serial numbers too.
That's
so,
crazy to
yeah.
think about. That's a lot
Yeah,
of
I probably
amps,
built
dude.
like 1,300 amps in the
Yeah,
last 4 years.
That's
yeah.
wild.
That's insane.
Very, very cool.
Machine.
What was the other question here? Are you playing the generator behind you? Yes, I'm playing through it, and that is the first Revision B amp. It is a Revision B.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it, but
Yeah.
it is.
Blue guitar next to me is the Tom Anderson Angel, which I was playing earlier, and I will close out the stream with as well. This thing's great.
Robbie, I was all up in that amp. You have no idea.
Nice. What pickups are in the Telly? Gristletones, the Fishmans, and they are sweet. I was talking to Corey about Fishmans earlier. Corey's a kid we have working in the woodshop now. And I was saying that I do enjoy them out of all the active pickups. Like any active pickups to me still are like a little less dynamic. But this set, like the Greg Koch set, is awesome. It's
a great Koch set? Yeah, I didn't know this,
It's so good. It's like a really, really, really good Telly set.
Yeah, anything that he puts his name on it sure sounds great, yeah.
Like frick, that's tight. Like that's high gain, obviously, but still, like yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Awesome
It's
sound,
the
man.
move. They're sick. How many work at Rev building amps? Currently, well, so we have people that kind of flip back and forth between different things. Like Luke will build amps and pedals depending on what we need him to do.
Yeah.
Four people that just build amps, including the one who just started as well. Like Bo, Scott, and Brad would be kind of our primary amp builders in the
Yeah.
shop. We just had a new kid named Parker start who's going to help with some alpha stuff as well.
Yeah. I got
but-
faith in the kid. I think he's gonna work
He
out.
seems good. Yeah, we've had a couple good kids come in recently. Him and Corey as well in the wood shop have been great. But yeah, I think that you, Scott, and Brad like primarily would be the guys actually building the amps in the shop. Dan primarily works doing design stuff. Dan will come in to do repairs and stuff. I'll test amps. And when I say build amps, it's like actually building like the amp chassis. Like David and Rich and Corey are the guys that work in the wood shop, so they're doing all the Tolexing,
All the head shelling
all the
and
head
stuff,
shelling
yeah.
and stuff like that. Like that's kind of a totally different department.
Yeah.
But in terms of the actual stuffing of boards and stuff like that, you're doing a lot of that, and a lot of the circuit building is done out of house by 2 or 3 people.
A couple of yeah.
That bring them in every week. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy that I'm just thinking about the amount of friggin' amps that you built. That's a lot.
I know. I just shocked myself too. Yeah.
I maybe built a couple hundred back in the day, like before I got switched into like.
Well, that's the thing.
management
Also,
stuff,
like,
but
yeah,
yeah,
Dan made it very easy for me. Like,
yeah.
he's got these things designed very well. It's
Yeah,
not
the
hard to do
MP3s
that.
are definitely well thought out in
Yeah.
terms of the design process. Yeah, yeah. Happy Thanksgiving to our American friends. Yeah, thanks for tuning
Oh,
in as well,
yeah.
guys. I just realized it's Thanksgiving Eve for you, so there's a lot of stuff you guys could be doing because no one's working tomorrow.
Yeah, like seeing your families and stuff. but-
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us. Really
With your
appreciate
Rev
it.
family, I appreciate that. yeah.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, so I guess everyone's off tomorrow. Do you guys get the Friday off too? Is everyone being cool? It's like just take the whole 4 days. I feel like that's the move.
Can we take the next 4 days?
That's what you should do. No, we got stuff to do.
I know. I got things to build.
We have things to get.
I'll be here on the weekend, I'm sure too.
Nice.
No rest for the wicked, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else you guys want to hear? we'll hang out for a little while longer. I am certainly sick today, so
I wasn't gonna say anything, but you're looking like you're fading pretty quick, actually. Yeah.
You know what? It's funny. I feel about the same. The only difference is that now I feel warmer.
Oh, yeah, well, that's what I mean.
making me
You're
feel tired.
definitely glistening a little more than you were in the beginning of this thing.
Yeah, yeah, and I've not had many beers, so that is indeed the cold.
Yeah, again, any more questions on like gear even, like leading up to this sale? Like things you guys want to hear? Things you're unsure about? Ooh.
That was an accident. It worked though. I shouldn't have said anything.
G and 3, can we make that happen, Luke?
Yeah, we can do that. You want to just pass me the G3 and the G4 first gen? I can hook them up, Luke. Well, we don't have to do them both at the same time.
Put one on mine, one on his? Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the G3.
What are you dropping over there? Okay, all right.
Yeah, Cliff, shoot me an email. No problem, man.
Oh, thank you.
You can email me just at my direct email, Cliff, rather than the service one. Just do sam@revamps.com.
Do pedals come with a power supply?
No,
they do not.
Primarily because we can't build them here, and importing them to sell is a bit of a headache.
Sorry, I got this. I was just reading comments, yeah.
I also think, yeah, like a lot of companies don't also produce adapters. So, you know, sometimes like the Chinese companies will throw them in and stuff just because they're built in the same factory or whatever. But in Canada, it's a little tougher.
Andy, what's going on, dude?
Andy, what's up, buddy? Good to hear from you. We miss you too. I'm glad you're able to make it out for a little bit.
Oh, my ears are going funny again.
You want me to rescan?
Maybe. I'm gonna leave my ears here for a second, everybody.
It's a nice chord.
It's a nice chord. I wouldn't know.
That's not a nice chord.
Okay.
If you play it under the right root note, it is though. Put on its own. Go, Luke.
Yeah, Luke gets his 10 seconds of screen time tonight. Everybody say hi, Luke. Thanks, buddy. Oh, I'm cooking right now.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put that G3 on here.
Oh yeah, we got the G4 going here. All right.
Goodbye, anniversary G4. I will miss you.
Does anybody play any other instruments here? You two?
I dabble with
Yeah.
most things, but not well.
Yeah,
You're a good
I
drummer.
had a very similar answer. Like, yeah.
I can drum okay. Yeah.
That's what I don't do okay.
Yeah. I
can.
can write drums decently with a
Not me.
computer,
Drums definitely elude me.
but that's
will
actually
say.
kind of allowed me to learn a little bit. But
I will say the live stream that we did where you wrote a song in the live stream, everybody go check it out if you haven't.
yeah.
But the fact that Sam can just pencil in drums like as fast as he did was insane to me.
I'll have to watch it. I actually didn't see that
You
one. So.
spend a
He
lot of time
penciled
on
it so fast. It's like, okay, we're just gonna do this here with quarter notes, and then this one will be 16th notes. It's like, whoa.
It's done. Yeah.
I mean, there's ways you can kind of like get something going quick and then just like edit it after instead
Yeah.
of
Then
thinking
I'll
about
just
it, you know.
write a fill here.
I don't know. You get quick at it if you do it enough. It's like kind of muscle memory, but at least with editing, right? Like it's like editing guitars too.
I've tried.
But
All right. Well. Oh man, my ears. What's going on here?
we're frigging around. It's all good. That was a nice one right there. That's the G4? Still sounds
Yeah,
good.
it sounds pretty good actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, it's just doing the whenever there's noise, it's like RFing. It's all good. Just leave it. That still sounds better. New one. Sounds really good.
I was gonna say I can play the MIDI keyboard pretty well.
MIDI keyboard.
I'm a MIDI controllerist.
Yeah. All right, let's try the old G3. It's so different.
So yeah.
I'm just gonna go without any EQ or like drives or anything like that.
Just feeling all my licks over here. Okay.
All right, so let's just play some chords, I guess. So this is V1. This is 2. Just so much tighter and like more presence,
Yeah,
yeah.
100%.
And this is without touching anything, so 1. Then 2. So much more clarity.
Yeah.
So how I would actually kind of dial it. Just dialed similarly. So here's V1. And then this is V2. It's actually a little less hot, which I like. Yeah, it's pretty night and day in terms of how it feels,
Yeah.
honestly.
That's the biggest thing too. Is like the way it feels is a completely different animal. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, hearing is one thing. It was even like that guitar, though. Like, when I played that, it didn't feel like it was giving off what it was.
Oh, then you hear it through like an
You
amp
hear it
and
and
through
it's
the
like,
ears, and it's like,
"Whoa."
what is going on?
Similar
Yeah.
concept, I guess, but like hearing it is one thing, but feeling just like the responsiveness of it is different. Like
Yeah.
it feels just more there. That's it's kind of like the MK3 versus the MK2 voicing. Like the MK2 is pretty hairy and like had a lot of gain and kind of like heaviness to it, but like
The MK, yeah, 3 discs.
tighter, more precise. Yeah. Flux says, I really like how you can hear more texture and more presence of the 10th anniversary. Thanks for showing me the difference. No problem. Thanks for asking. If you guys have anything else you want to hear, let us know. And I'm going really slow tonight. I'm still on this.
Yeah, I barely finished too. I'm slowing down too.
Were you, side note, you did that open night thing at Torque. Do you like help out with that, or were you guys just playing there?
I was just helping out. So I've got a bunch of buddies that work at Torque. So
Cool.
the guy who's in charge of
Torque Brewing is a place in Winnipeg.
yeah, Torque Brewing,
Yeah.
local brewery.
Good beers.
Great beers.
Yeah.
I got a couple of friends that work there, and one of them was the guy that like put it on. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure
Nice.
that we had people out there and like had a good
Yeah.
turnout.
If
and
no
so-
one's playing, you can get up and do a few
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
Also, I think I knew we had like some like, business investors and stuff showing up to see how it was going to go for their first
Oh, yeah.
night. So
Cool. That's great.
yeah, just do what I can to like
And it went well.
get a crowd down there. It was great, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
a lot
awesome.
of fun.
That's really, really
It's a
good.
late night.
Is that weekly?
No, so this is their very first one.
Yeah, yeah.
But they've been greenlit for another one, so I think like in a month.
Okay.
Probably like be a monthly thing to start and see how it goes.
I'll bring my G20 and my 7-string.
Please, yeah.
Luke, did you see that new nice that new barbecue place that's opening? Bell's.
I've had 3 people send it to me
Yeah,
already,
and
including my dad.
and
Is
like
Luke
a-
the designated barbecue guy around
It's-
here? What's
No, I don't know why,
Just
but
the-
it's right by
just the Eastfelds in general.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
But it's
it's right by Tony or it's in the old Tony Roma's building on Regent there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But they have live music too. Like it looks like there's gonna be quite
Yep.
a few shows going
Yep.
on, which is sweet.
Good brisket, I think. If you could play in any band, which one would it be, boys?
Oh, that's such a hard question, man.
What a great question by Nick.
As a member, or just like go up and play a show and do it once.
Probably as a
I don't
yeah,
know,
maybe
that-
as a fill-in. I don't know.
Because I would
that's-
just pick,
that's tough to
I would
narrow
just I would
down.
just pick like a huge thing. I
Yeah,
don't know.
Aerosmith, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, yeah.
Like Led Zeppelin in the
Thin Lizzy.
70s. Yeah. No, Luke. Luke said as I lay dying.
Oh, too soon.
Whoa!
Too soon.
Whoa!
That's all I'm saying. We're not talking about it anymore. Oh man.
Oh my God.
Robbie and Luke are on the
Yes,
same page.
yes.
That's awesome. That's actually amazing that you guys know. Oh man.
I love you, Robbie.
I don't know. It's a good question, Nick. I think there's like,
Yeah.
I feel maybe it's just a little that I'm put on the spot right now, but I feel like there's so many. Like it's hard to narrow down. Like if I had to pick one band.
That's hilarious. You guys can make a side chat. It's fine.
I'm shocked there isn't already a side chat going with these two.
Man. Oh, dude. I don't know. Jeez. I honestly don't. Yeah. I've never really thought about that. I could pick any band I want to play with.
Sorry, Bell's the name of the barbecue shop you're talking
yeah.
about? Are they gonna have like live music too?
Yeah, it's like a venue.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Yeah, it's a venue.
Whereabouts is this?
Region.
On the
Okay,
Tony
yeah,
Roma's.
I've seen the place pop up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, in
Okay.
Tony Roma's on Regent.
I'll have to go
Yeah.
check it out, man.
Okay, band to play with. Man. Okay, I'm not saying this like literally. It just seems like it'd be fun, but it seems like it'd be fun to play in Sleep Token because people don't know who you are and you can just wear a costume and go up and do whatever you want and like no one cares. And
That's
it
a good
just, And it
answer,
just
yeah.
would be fun, regardless of if you like their music or not. You got to imagine that playing those shows would
No,
be super fun.
Yeah, a band where you can like.
They're one of my favorite bands,
Yeah.
but like I think that would just have to be so fun. Just
Yeah, like
go
that
up-
anonymity of like.
yeah, just literally go up and just do whatever you want. No one can like
There's
you're
no-
literally
got
just kind of
nothing to
free of
lose.
anything. You
Yeah.
can just do that. Like that to me just seems like a very freeing and fun
I like that. Yeah,
experience.
good answer, dude.
Yeah. So I would say that maybe that's part of the reason why they did it that way because that just seems like it'd be so much fun. But
Luke's the man. Let's not pump his tires too much. No, Luke's the man. We love Luke.
I love you.
I love you too, dude.
I was talking to Steve.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
I was talking to Steve too.
what's your answer?
Oh, I was just gonna leave it there. You had a good answer. I wasn't even thinking of another one.
I'm saying that just based on that seems like it would just be so much fun, and I like obviously like their music, but that just seems like it'd be a cool experience.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't know if I can answer that. I can't narrow it down.
Yeah. Yeah, they've maintained it pretty well too, and it's like.
That's surprising because I didn't actually know this.
I mean, people have tried to be stupid about it, but like the fan base is like very respectful of it, and it's
Yeah,
like
okay.
shuts it down super quick if people are being idiots about it. So it's like it's cool that they've created that.
I like that, yeah.
kind of space. Yeah. Yeah, you guys have to give an answer too. Luke's gonna say Kublai Khan.
I already
100%.
said Aerosmith, so I think
Yeah. What's your answer, Luke?
Give me boundaries.
Boundaries?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
It'd be fun, yeah. That or like Alpha Wolf, where it's just like stupid whammy riffs.
Yeah.
I want that pedal so bad, man.
Yeah.
What pedal?
The Alpha
The
Wolf,
noise.
The noise pedal. It's pretty sweet. I'll show it to
Oh
you.
yeah, I gotta
It's
see it. I didn't know
so
this
sick.
actually.
You actually might like it.
I showed it to.
I like noise,
I showed
dude,
it to
yeah.
Jesse from DFA, and he was like, "Sick." he's like, "I want this."
As soon as I saw it,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm sending that to Sam immediately.
No, I
He's
definitely
gonna
like
like
noisy.
this.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's like an octave
It's
distortion thing, but it's
Okay.
like a wild, like it's
It's
insane.
It's crazy.
We'll,
yeah.
we'll look it up when we get.
It literally just makes like all those weird scrapey noises and stuff. It's like
Yeah.
it just makes anything sound like that.
Actually,
I think that's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bana did a good playthrough of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Shout out Bana.
Yeah.
Shout out Bana. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Anything you guys want to hear? We're getting there, and I am actually fitting a little bit now. I'm trying my best, but my nose is stuffy.
Yeah.
Now it's sore. It feels like it's I've been blowing it too much.
I got a long, cold drive home after this, so.
The LC, I guess it's not too cold out now. Would your
Well,
just...
His heat doesn't work in his
the
car.
heat in my car is
Oh,
still out
no.
right now, so
Oh,
yeah.
Right, I forgot about that. Well, that sucks.
Oh yeah, it sucks. The one thing I looked at yesterday by my buddy. It should be getting fixed this week, I think. But,
Is it just the fan?
It's the blower motor is toast.
Oh.
Yeah. So it'd be a few $100. I gotta take it in somewhere.
Oh, that's not terrible. Yeah. We each made a patch, and it's X-Effects that does a really similar thing to the noise pedal, but he uses expression pedal control. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He did that in the first time I heard him do that was the last song on Periphery 2, where there's this weird riff where it just does like this warpy sound, and I was like, "What is that?" And then he showed a demo of how he made it, and it's literally just an X-Effects and just like makes this weird like
Sweet, yeah.
oscillating thing. Yeah. I forget what the name of the song is. Mazamune. There's the two swords. There's Muramasa and Mazamune. There's swords.
Those are swords?
Yeah.
Okay.
From, I think, Final Fantasy. I don't remember if it's Final Fantasy or if it's a different game, but I know there's swords. But one of them has that sound, and it's very cool. So.
Cool.
Cool. Well, if anyone has any other questions, now is the time. Let us know. Otherwise, we'll jam out. Play that riff again. If there was an applause pedal, it'd be the best seller. Actually, that's a good idea. Just ironically have that. Nice, Robbie. Yeah, that's sick. That's a cool sound. I think Stringer uses something like that in Soft Spine as well, like in that one part, but for Spirit Box. Let me know when any of you are in Vancouver for whatever reason. Yes, definitely
Nick.
will do, Nick. Yeah, I'd imagine next year at some point. Seems like I end up there often for some reason.
Nick, are you going to be in the LA area at the end of January by any chance?
Oh, I wonder.
Oh, I wonder what's going on.
There's like this little trade show that we're going to.
Robbie, yeah.
Robbie, get a space heater and bring it in. No way that's gonna go bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I hadn't actually thought of that.
Have a good night. Cool. We'll jam out. We'll jam you out. That's what I meant to say. All right. Well, we'll be back next week. Derek will be here. I will be here.
I will not.
Bo might be in the shop. Maybe not this late.
You'll hear me
He'll be around.
banging away on amplifiers out there.
Yeah. But thanks, guys. Yeah. If you have anything that you want to hear from us on the streams or see from us on the streams, let us know. Buy something and get a free t-shirt will go for an hour after the stream for anyone watching. And again, for anyone who's watching in post and might have missed that, come hang out next week or the week after or whenever. It seems like we do these things often, so you won't miss out on your chance to win some stuff. So yeah, thanks guys. Wow, that was a bad note.
Wasn't me.
That was me.
Oh, you want to hear a bad note? Oh, two can play that game.
Yours. Watch yours. That was less traumatic than I thought.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, really anticlimactic.
Have a good one, guys. Thanks
See
for
you next
tuning in.
week, everybody.
See you next week.